Hello, it's me again, Wayan. Today I am going to share regarding Southlink rental. Okay, for all the rental that I share, it will actually be in fully furnished condition. Why? Because most of the unit in Southlink is actually fully furnished. Okay, so as you all know, Southlink unit is actually divided into 6 types. Okay, we'll start with the smallest one. Okay, studio. It's actually 452 square feet, is type A. Type A, actually there are 2 types, A and A1. Both 452 square feet. Okay, and then the difference is A1 is actually facing the pool, while A is actually facing KLCT and Norwalk. Okay, so what is the rental rate? The rental for fully furnished Southlink currently is about 1,006 to 1,007. Okay, I'm sure some of the unit is actually hitting 1,008 already. Okay, later I will share some of the unit which is rented above market rate. Okay, so stay tuned to the end. Okay, now for 1+1 room, which is type B, 495 square feet. Okay, so for 495 square feet, the current market rental is about 1,007 to 1,008. Okay, for some better unit, you can actually rent it about 1,009 or 2,000. Okay, and then of course there are some other which is doing better than market rate. Okay, I will share with you later as well. Okay, now for the 2-bedroom. 2-bedroom, there are 2 types under 2-bedroom, C and C1. C is 592 square feet. There are 3 units each floor. All are corner units. While C1 is actually 635 square feet. 635 square feet is actually facing Novum. There are 2 facing for 592 square feet. It's either TM Tower, Pool View, or the Bangsa South Horizon. For 2 rooms, the rental, the usual asking price is about 1,009 to 2,000 for very basic unit. Okay, of course, if you do it better, if you give it a better ID, your rental can actually hit 2,001 to 2,003, and some of the owner actually hitting above 2,003. Next, we move on to dual key. Dual key is type D, 721 square feet. Okay, type D is a 2+1 room. The usual rental for type D is 2,004 to 2,005, is in between this range. However, if you are doing like you're giving a better ID, of course it can hit more. Okay, so for the above market rate rental, later we will discuss. Okay, now for next, move on to another dual key unit, but it has a 3 rooms unit, which is 829 square feet. This one, currently on my hand, there's I don't have any transaction record. One of the reasons is because 3 rooms unit, there is only 44 units in Southlink. Okay, this is one of the reasons, and the second reason is I believe most of the owner, they are actually foreigners, so I don't really get a lot of stock from this type of unit. Okay, but I believe the rental will be around 2,005 to 2,007. Okay, next, move on to the biggest unit. 904 square feet, 904 square feet in Southlink. It's not a 3-bedroom, it's a 2+1 bedroom. However, owner can actually convert the +1 room into a room by adding a wall, a partition wall, and a door. This type of unit actually has a very limited supply in Southlink. There's only 22 units in Southlink. Okay, so far I don't get a lot of stock for this kind of units. Okay, but I do know there's a transacted rental, but it's actually quite below market at 2,003. Maybe that was because it rented very early, because those units that rented like after the MCO, like August or September, the rental can be quite low. Okay, but that unit was rented like very early time, so that's why the rental is a bit below market. Okay, now I'm going to share the above market rental, and I'm also going to share about my rental yield with you all. Okay, so because this is a investment property for me, so of course I would like to get as high as possible for my rental yield, right? Okay, so let me start with the studio one. Okay, studio one, from what I know, there is owner rented 1,007 fully furnished unit. Okay, and then there is also one owner rented for 1,750 with Wi-Fi but no car park. So if let's say he rented out his car park, that would be 1,850 lah. Okay, and this is considered the highest so far. Okay, and then the second one, which is 1+1 room. 1+1 room is actually above market. I would say is about 2,002, because I've seen owner, they rented their unit with very nice ID for 2,001 and 2,002. 2,002, that one was because the unit was a high floor, it was above 40. So of course with high floor you can actually ask for a little bit premium. But if because of high floor and you're asking like few hundred premium, that will not be so possible. But if you say for 100 premium, I think that is quite possible. Okay, and then next we move on to 2-bedroom. 2-bedroom, the record, from what I know, the transacted rental is about 2,000, but of course there are people renting higher. Like for 592 square feet, from what I know, there's one owner. His unit is not it doesn't come with ID, but it's considered high floor, and then it's facing horizon because it's an unblocked view and it's above 30 floors. So he can fetch a rental of 2,250. It's not an ID unit, but the furnishing he gave was quite good. Okay, and I've heard from owners their transacted rental above 2,003 for 592 square feet as well. Okay, so for 635 square feet type C1, I would say the minimum rental is about 2,000 or 2,001. Okay, but if you're doing like your unit, if you're giving your unit a nice ID, I think you could fetch about 2,003. Okay, because that was the transacted rental for a very nice unit in high floor. So the owner rented for 2,003. Okay, so then we move on to Turkey type D. Okay, type D 721 square feet. The above market rental I had seen owner rented for 2006 to 2007. 2007 was the maximum I saw so far, but I believe it's an ID unit, even though I have never seen the unit before. And then move on to that's about it, because the other two units, because the supply are quite limited, then I don't really get a lot of stocks, so I cannot really command too much on the above market rental. Okay, now I'm going to share about my own unit. Well, my own unit actually I rented above market rate. I got a rental of 2,000. So what do I provide? I actually provide the Wi-Fi. I provide the Wi-Fi, and also my unit is a smart home unit. So I managed to rent out for 2,000 without car park. So then after that, I have also secured a tenant for my car park for 110 per month. And by the way, if you are looking to rent out your car park separately, the current car park rental in Southlink is about 80 to, I would say 80 to maybe 100 or 110. So that's my experience, because I try to actually rent out for 120, but there is not much like inquiry coming in. But once I reduce to 110, I start to get inquiry for my car park. So I think the acceptable rental is about the maximum, maybe about 110. Okay, but because people are starting to go back to office, for their work, they started to report to work in their office. So I think the demand for rental in Southlink will actually pick up, because the inquiry that comes in, I only get inquiries like started January onwards. So before that, I actually posted the inquiry for car park, but there is I would say the inquiry is like very minimal. Okay, so if you would like to rent out separately, then maybe you can consider the rental range like this. Okay, so for myself, what is my rental yield? So for me, I collected a rental per month is 2,110. Okay, so per year is about 25,000. And if I were to divide by my purchase price is actually, I'll put it at 350,000. Okay, my actual purchase price plus some of my expenses like my legal fees, because I have to pay my legal fees, my stamping, it will come to about 350,000. So my rental yield will be 7.2%. Okay, so if I were to deduct my agent fees out for my rental, I actually paid a 1 month agent fees. But for car park, I actually rented out myself. So the total rental will be 23,000 divided by 350,000. Yeah, so the rental yield will become 6.6%. So which is still pretty good, right? So actually I'm quite satisfied with it. So I hope this video can be a guideline for the owners. And by the way, my brother's unit, actually he gave and then for my brother's unit, because his unit is also a smart home unit and comes with a Wi-Fi. Okay, so he managed to secure 1,750 rental, which is slightly above market rate. And if he were to rent out his car park for 100, he will get 1,850 rental. So this is, I would say this is the benefit of maybe making your unit, like you renovate your unit DIY, so that you can have your own ideas, and also you can have you can actually do whatever you want to help your unit stand out. Then as in why my tenant chose my unit, I think I'm a bit lucky, because the tenant, she actually has experience handling smart home in Japan. So the moment she saw my unit, she was quite impressed by it, because the smart home feature thing is actually in Japan that she used was actually a robot thing, a small robot that you can actually use to press those switches so that you can actually turn your unit into a smart home. But when she saw my unit, because my unit is already incorporated into like it's installed inside, readily comes with it, so she quite like it, and then that is why she took my unit. So this is something I think I can add on. I can help to enhance my unit and get a higher rental. So if let's say owners and you are looking for a unit like this, you want to enhance your property, maybe you can try this way. I'm not sure it's I would say it's 100%, but for me and my brother experience, while my brother unit is also a smart home unit, most of the tenant when they came and visit, they are actually quite impressed by it. Yeah, and then they actually like my brother's unit very well. So the tenant that actually chose my brother unit, actually he compared a few other units as well.